guys, Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, you guys, I want to invite you guys into the art studio today. Just to, I guess, a little peek in on what I'm working on. You guys have probably seen me posting. I've been really working on my Native warriors and Native people art. And so you guys can already see that I have done my, he's a chief, a native chief. Okay. And I still have to finish him. So, and I'm still not done with him, but I'm to the point now where I really need to do the background, because then I can finish off everything else, because all these pieces here have to be done over the background. I'm going to be putting in more hair with more hair here with my paintbrush over this. These are just the small strands. Like I need to do, like, see on this one, this is my most recent Native warrior that I've done. Like with a white paintbrush with a real thin, I've done the hair, okay? But it goes out into the background. So that's why it's time for me to get the background done. So that's what we're gonna do. Oops, and this is another one I'm working on also. Okay. And then I have a pile of papers here. I have a pile of jelly prints that I've done. Okay, this is how I jelly print. Also, this is a it says it's a native, these are this is a Native American, it says American Indian tribes here, but Native American or Native map of, this is just really sad. This is the 50 states in the United States, and this is where the natives were in every single state, which wasn't the United States at the time. So this is going to be definitely in my background of my art piece, because it's going to be called Broken Promises, because how many treaties and broken promises did the United States make to the natives? An obscene amount. Okay, so that's going to be in the background mixed with my jelly prints. Okay, and I copied off, and I have this this map of all the different tribes and where they were in the United States. I have this map. I took a picture of it, and then I'm going to use it now in my background. This is just some other stuff. Here's some more jelly prints. And a lot of these jelly prints, if you like to go on my channel, in my Etsy shop, I have misprintables, okay? And I like jelly prints that are like old walls, old doors. They look just very old world, okay? And that's my style of jelly printing. I have a ton of videos on how to do this old world, old wall jelly printing style. You can check that out. It's under mixed media and jelly printing. And this is a printable, okay? These are the actual jelly prints. Here's a printable that's in my Etsy shop. Here's another printable in my Etsy shop. And every 5 pages is $2. Another one in my Etsy shop. Okay, and then this is just a jelly print straight up. Another jelly print, and then another one. Okay, so, and then I have some scraps here also of just script and stuff too, and some book pages. So let's get started. Okay, so let me put that to the side. And I always have a magazine as a glue surface. And I'm using some, this is some gloss gel. You can also use it as like a matte medium. So that's what we're using to glue. And let's get started. Okay. Where did I put those book pages that I just ripped out? Are they in here? Okay, I didn't see them. All right. The first thing I'm going to start out with is, oh, there they are. The first thing I'm going to start with is this map here. Let's get the white. Because this is what I want most of the background to be, is of the map. I just want to get the white edges off of here. And then we'll be tearing the map up and putting it in the background here and mixing it with jelly prints, which I think will look really good. All right. All right, so we're going to put that right there. And I don't like any, I usually don't like straight edges for the most part. Sometimes I do, but rarely. Unless the straight edge is going to go on the edge of the paper like this. Let's get rid of this little white line. No white lines. So we're going to put that up here. And we're probably going to go over the edge a little bit. And then we can trim it off afterwards, which will be perfectly fine. Okay, let's get started. So how's everybody been? I have been on, but I've been on with my Dollar Tree hauls, and then I've been working on my art, but I haven't been filming it. So I'll start doing little peek-ins and doing little studio time, art studio time. And also I want to, I'm in the mood now again to start making jelly printing again, making all kinds of papers for my artwork. So I will start those videos next week. 1 or 2 a week on that. And then we'll do peekaboos, like maybe I'm working on the face, or I'm working on feathers, or I'm working on the clothing. I will do some videos like just to peek in for studio time. And yeah, and I think that's how the next year is going to go. I really want to focus on my artwork, and I love Native culture, Native people, and I really feel that they need to be uplifted and celebrated. Our culture has demonized them, and I don't like that. And so that's what I want to do. And also, I'm going to be doing some Seminole natives. And there's also black Seminoles, which were black people who were escaping slavery from like South Carolina, and they would escape to Florida, and they were enjoying the Seminole native culture there, native people, and they took them in. And then they became Seminoles and started practicing their culture, plus brought a lot of their culture, the black Seminoles brought a lot of their culture to the natives, and they started mixing the cultures together. And they also fought together, too, against the, I guess it would be the United States then. Either the Europeans or the United States. I'm not sure if we were the United States yet. Anyway, I should know that. But they fought together. So I will be also painting some black Seminoles also, which I think is going to be very exciting. Very exciting. And I think it's so neat that black people who were being demonized, and also the natives who were being demonized, and the black people being enslaved, helped each other and fought together for the good. And I just think that's really, really neat. And I've always had this connection with native people, and I found out that I had my chart done. I think I want to use this. I had my, what do you call it? Your ancestral chart done through one of those places. And they said that a lot of my people come from South Carolina. Now, I don't have any Seminole in that chart, but that chart is not super thorough. So there is a possibility that I could have some native in me with the Seminole culture. My people were definitely in the right area for that. So, And maybe that's what my connection is. So I do want to study that more and figure out if there is any seminal in my history. Okay. Oh, I love this. Okay, I'm just gonna and I'll show you how we're going to fill this in for the background. I got a real fun, easy way of filling that in. Okay, we're going to hit the... I could do this. Yeah, I think I like that because then that really matches that good. Okay. So let's put this in, and I need a bigger magazine. This is a larger piece. Okay. All right. Feels so weird because I haven't done mixed media for a while, and I haven't done mixed media. I've been doing, you guys know, I've been doing junk journaling for the last year, basically. So, getting back into my mixed media and painting all of my native art and selling it, and I'm really, really enjoying it. And this piece will go in my Etsy shop when it's done, and it will be for sale. If you ever want to check out my Etsy shop for any of those printables or for any of my artwork, it's My Fairy Treasures, and the clickable link is in the a clickable link to my Etsy shop is in the description. Okay. Oh, I love that. That looks so good with that. Ooh, maybe I want that to go up there. Okay. Where's my ruler at? Ruler! I just had my metal... Okay. Thank God I have a couple of metal rulers. I just lost the other one that I just had. Alright. So we might want that to go there. Yeah, I do. I didn't mean to rip that much of it, but... Well, yeah, I guess I kind of did. I could actually rip a little bit more. And save all your little rip pieces. We're going to be using those little pieces, because that's what's going to go in here. In here, those little, any little pieces. Probably use book pages for that, but... ended about right here. What I'm doing is I don't want to go over my feathers, so I'm just making sure that I don't go over my feathers with this. Okay. Oh, I just got glue on my shirt. Okay, let me put my sleeves up. All right, we can go back to my other magazine that's smaller. And we'll be doing a lot of things to this background. Like, for example, see this one, my last piece that I did? And I'm working on watercolor paper or sometimes mixed media paper. See the background? So this is all my collaging that I'm doing right now. but I add stamps and mark making and inks and stuff to it also. So it's pretty cool. And sometimes I'm going over the edges. Anytime I go over the edges, I'll go back and clean that up. Okay, let me see something. I'm seeing let's see. I'm seeing that right there. Don't want that there? Yeah, let's do it. Let's just do it. Put it right here. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, let's put some more of this map in. Mix it with jelly prints. Put that down here. I don't want that going over my, make that a little short. Perfect. So when I'm done gluing on one page, I just turn the page and then I have a fresh page to use as a glue surface. So whenever you see those free magazines in grocery stores, or you get free magazines in the mail, well, first go through them and see if you want anything for collage material. And then if you don't, use the rest of it for a glue surface. But always check for possible collage material, which you already know. You already know. Okay, I think I might. I might take this little small piece like this and put that here. Yeah, I like that. See how things are already changing? How it just really, by adding the background, it just makes it so yummy. Makes it yummy. fabulous. All right. Let's get another jelly print of some sort. Might use that. Ooh, we got to use this. Okay, Cocopellis are from the native culture, and I love them. This is a Cocopelli is playing the flute, celebrating life, celebrating the harvest, music, dancing. So definitely celebration. I live in Las Vegas, and I don't see the Cocopelli as much. When I used to live in Arizona, the Cocopelli is on everything there. On pots, on bags, on purses, on shirts. I mean, it's everywhere. Thinking about, all right, let's see. Let me just see something real quick. Let me rip that off. I don't feel like I want a whole page of it like that. Okay, this is how I'm seeing this. Let's rip this up further. And use them as like little elements, okay? I like it maybe there. Oh, I like it there. Yep, there we go. And this is one of my favorite parts of the whole thing is collage. I love collage. Whether I'm art journaling, junk journaling, doing a painting piece, I always have to put collage in all my artwork. It's like my thing. I love collage. Especially for the background. I love a beautiful, busy background. Okay, I think I know how I want this now that I have. And I got my turquoise on and my tiger's eye. And tiger's eye is for, isn't that pretty? It's for, supports your creativity. Isn't that gorgeous? Almost looks black, but it's not. I want you to see it if I can. Nope. And I have all my stones around me. Love it. And some of these stones are support creativity. And a bunch of other things too. Now I like it. This right here. Look how fabulous that looks right there now. Love it. Okay. And that's in my a whole page of Cocopellis like that. That's in my Etsy shop. So we'll check those out if you'd like. Okay, what else? I think I want that. Let's see. Just one second. I'm just looking at my papers over here on the side, just seeing what else I want to do. Seeing what grabs me. What grabs me? That might grab me. Ooh, that's grabbing me. Okay, I got this grabbing me, and this. want to put something there. And I'm really feeling this right here. You know what this is made with on the jelly plate? All these little circles. It's at Dollar Tree they carry Legos, but a Lego square base, and it's in a square, and it looks like this, like Legos, and then you can build your Legos on a little square, like a little land, but it's all like, looks like this, so the Legos fit right into it, and I used that and pressed it into the jelly plate. Cool, huh? I think so. And we'll be doing some of that on the channel, and I have it on video already also when I've been jelly printing, especially the video that says jelly printing with Dollar Tree things. Do I want that to go like that? Yeah, I do. I like that. Okay. And we'll do as much as we can. I'll probably stay on this video for an hour, hour and a half. I think we'll call this Studio Time with Angie. Okay, so that'll have to be taken off a little bit nicer, but that looks good. Oh, actually, you know, I don't like this. I want this to be a little bit more ripped. All right, well, I'm just going to rip it right on the spot. There we go. There we go. I hate straight lines for the most part, so now that looks more torn. When they're torn, everything meshes in together better, in my opinion. You guys, look at this magazine. It's a magazine with holiday cookies and stuff. Look how beautiful that looks. That looks beautiful. God, you know what? I'm going to, even though I used it as a glue page, I have this technique where you take magazine pages, especially ones that have a lot of color like this, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this. So I'm going to save that. And I got to pay attention in this book if there's any other pages that look good like that, because especially ones that have a lot of color on them. Okay. You know, even this one's a good one to do that technique with. So I'm going to rip this one out too. So next week, we'll jelly print and we'll do this technique where we take magazine pages and turn them into collage sheets. It's really fun and it's really cool. And I've been thinking about it lately. I've been wanting to do it. I haven't done it for a while. Okay. Now, we need to do stuff to fill in, okay? And I'll show you what we're going to do for that. For one, I have this one little piece here. I can put that right there. This is just a little piece left over from one of my little scraps. And that's what we need right now, are little bits and scraps. Or just to rip up what we already have. No big deal. To fit into all the little small spots. So that can go there. Perfect. Got my baby wipe. Keep my hands from getting gooked. All right, what little pieces do we have here that we can use? have this little piece right here. Sometimes little pieces like this can be like little embellishments. And little pieces like that can make the biggest difference. Like, look how cool that looks. We're going to add that in. Going to add that in right there. Look how cool that looks. I know it's a little piece that you would just throw in the garbage, but save your little pieces like this because a lot of times you can be like little elements. They're like the earrings and stuff for like your outfit, like the jewelry a lot of times. So, okay. I have some book pages here, which I want to rip up and start putting in little areas like this. I could also do jelly prints there too, which I probably will. But I also like to see like script and stuff in these little spots. And you don't have to get them perfectly lined up because I'm going to show you how we're going to, I will show you how we're going to get in between. We're going to use inks to get in between little areas where we don't have anything, so everything blends together. I'll show you. Don't worry. Some people are like, girl, I was not worrying. Okay, let's put that in. And see these little things in between the feathers? We'll paint those back in. I just drew them in so I know if I liked them or not. And I do. I have paper in my mouth. Okay, there we go with that. Here's another little piece, which can go like right here. And if you have like a little scrap box full of stuff, this is the time to definitely take out your scrap box and use all your little scraps. We'll put that right there. And actually, I kind of messed up. I shouldn't have painted my feathers yet, because a lot of times what I like to do is I like to take inks and ink in between here. I'll show it to you, like do stamping in between here. And so, because I'm just trying to make sure that the background is all filled in. But we can still work around it, so I'm not going to worry about it. And we'll still get some stamping in. And if I need to, I might end up stamping right over the feathers and then repainting the feathers back. So, and then I still got to do stuff like this to all the feathers. Okay. In fact, I can already tell I'm going to, when I do stamping and mark making is going to be next after this, I am going to end up stamping over some of the feathers. So I'll just repaint the feathers. We'll see. We'll see how it works. The stamping over the feathers might look cool, And then I can still put my little stuff in on them. So we'll just see. We'll see. What I like is just lots and lots of layers. So layers of papers collaged together, layers of stamps and mark making and paint and inks. So it's just one step, one layer after the next, and it really comes out cool. And so some of you guys are going to be happy because some of you guys have been saying, Angela, when are you going to get back to your mixed media? Because I've been into junk journaling for the last year. And not that I'm not going to junk journal anymore, but I am going to focus more on my mixed media this year and my artwork. So instead of waiting to at the beginning of the year to make changes, when I want to make a change, I make it immediately. I don't wait until, which there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to wait until January 1st for your New Year's resolutions or to make changes, then do that. You do what works for you. I just like whenever I want to make the change, I make the change. And I felt this coming a few weeks ago, so I started doing this a few weeks ago, and that's it. All right, so we're filling in a lot of these little areas that we're going to, and don't worry, everything blends in together, and you'll see. You'll see. What I really like to do is create my backgrounds. I like to create an old wall, old world look. And I like it to almost look graffiti style, like it's been in history over time. And there's been paint, and then there's been someone else has put a poster up and ripped that down, and someone did some graffiti and painted over it. And if you were to rip it all back, that's what you see. So that's that's the effect we're going for. Which is how I feel this effect is. Don't you think? See? This is kind of the effect we're going for. Except we're going to scrape. Instead of using just inks, we're going to scrape paint. And you'll see that technique here. Okay. What else am I doing? Alright. I need some more jelly prints. I love this one. This jelly print was done on a book page. See all the print behind it? Isn't that cool? And this right here is done with a from Dollar Tree, from a bath mat. That's what this design is. Isn't that cool? It's one of my favorite ones, is that bath mat from Dollar Tree. And you put it on the jelly plate, and it's fabulous. Go right there. Go. Let's just use some more of this. because this could also be really cool right here. Let me rip it down a little bit more. Look how cool that looks, that little piece. When you rip things down, it even changes it. I love it. I love it. This is what really energizes me. I love collage. You guys hear it in my voice? I think I'm getting more animated and more, because I just love collage. Collage gives me energy. When I draw and paint like that, like this right here, that actually zaps my energy, which I love, and I will always draw. But actually, collage actually gives me energy. When I draw, like when I drew this and I drew and painted this, I have to use a lot of focus. When I collage, I don't have to focus. I don't really focus at all. I just go. All right, I see another piece here. Let's do some of this. When I collage, it's just super intuitive. Like, okay, I like that, I like this, I like that, I like that, I like that. So all my backgrounds, I like them to look like old walls of history, peeled back. Let me just look and see what else I want to put on here. I love this one. Sorry guys, I was just over here ripping off a camera, just trying to decide what I'm doing. Decide what I'm doing. Do I like that there? I actually don't. But I think I like this here. Yes. Okay. It's funny, you think you know, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then you have to actually try it and see what it looks like. And then you'll know. Then you'll know. I feel like, see, now that's going to look good right there. You know, I want to not go over my cocoa pellet too much. Yep, I like that. I love a script. Oops. Just heard somebody come in my gate. Hopefully that's the mailman. Oh no, it's my husband. Okay. Kyle? Hey, I'm making a video. I'm making a video. We'll put that right there.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, honey, I'm making a video. You want to shut my door? Because I'll be talking. Thanks, honey bunch. Oh, shoot. I almost said a different word, too. I almost got real with you guys. Kind of want, like, a little piece. If I can get it. A little piece to go in here. Yeah. See how cool this looks? It's like the more layers, the more layers, the more layers that you do, just the cooler that this whole thing looks. All right, I'm getting to the point where we are probably going to be doing some stamping. All right, sorry I got silent, you guys. I'm just looking and seeing what I want to do. See if there's anything else that I want to put on here. No, I think we're good. I think we are good. I'm going to save all my little pieces like that. Go in my little bucket over here. And save all of those for my next piece. So, let me get cleaned up. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some stamping all over this. Okay? So I'm going to pause you guys and prepare for all the stamping, and then we'll do some other stuff. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, and I've been wanting to add, you guys, these little, like little claws onto this, I call it, he's a warrior, but he's also a chief. So, I wanted to put those claws on his face, which I thought would be really cool. And the tear is because of the broken promises. That's what that represents. This is the warrior and the chief part of him, and this is the broken promises. Okay? Okay. So, let's start doing some stuff. Okay. So, I have a bunch of different stamps here. Look, I have this sun. I have, this is so cool. I'll just show them to you as we go along. Let's do this sun really quick. Okay, let's go like this. And I think I want this sun to go like right there. So you guys are going to see us doing so much mark making. Oh, I love that. Look at that sun right there. Phenomenal. Okay. Love this. Okay. And these really cool stamps, I'll tell you which one. I got them from Patty Tolley Parrish. Hey, Patty, if you're watching. She's a mixed media artist. And she sent these to me, and I absolutely love them. They're her stamps that she made. And they just go with my artwork so good. Oh, I love it. I just love it. Okay. It's another one of her stamps. Look at that. There's a thing called intuitive writing where you do your own script, which I'm going to do some of that today. And I think this is her intuitive writing. It almost looks very Asian, but I believe it's intuitive, her own intuitive writing. We'll put it right here. Cool. In fact, we're going to take this stamp and go all the way around. See, this is what I'm talking about. See how I'm stamping right over the, because I want to get stuff in that background in between. So I'm stamping right over the, get it out, Angela, the feathers. Because I want to get some stuff in the background. And I may end up repainting the feathers, or I might just leave it in the feathers, have this design in the feathers, which I'm probably going to leave that design in the feathers and finish, drawing in, doing them like these, but it'll have this design in them. What's cool about it is I normally first do the stamping so I can get the stamping in between for the background, and then I'll paint over it and I won't show it. But maybe the stamping will be a part of the design of the feathers, which I know that's what I'm going to do now. So don't ever be afraid. Once you've made like a little error or a mistake, especially with mixed media, it can end up being like a great thing, like your next technique. Like right now, this is a really cool technique. So I'm definitely going with it. Cool. See, so now all this is filled in, and we will take some ink and go all around here with ink, and it'll blend in with everything else. Perfect. And then let's put this one other place in our thing here. We'll put this right here. I feel like it should go up here too. Cool. And don't be afraid to layer things over things, okay? That just really adds to it. I love this. Look at that. Very native looking. I've seen that in a lot of native design. And I love it. And I've never used it. It's the first time I'm using it right now. Very cool. cool. And then I have this right here, like a world map. Oh, I got cramps in my hands. Oh, my fingers. I hate when that happens to me. Where do we want to put this at? Cool. I even love that over like half of the native's face, and then you have that world map. Everything like starts meshing together. So don't be afraid to have things meshing together. If you do work like this, I think it looks really, really cool. Like I'm going to take these right here and put them, stamp them over the Coco Pellies. See how they actually go behind the Coco Pellies? And that's what I like about stamps. You can stamp over something, but because they're lighter, they'll go behind what you're working on most of the time. Okay, here's another one of those from Patty Tolly Parish. So I'm stamping over that Coco Pelli, but it's going to be behind the Coco Pelli. There we go. What else do we want to do? This ginkgo, I can't say it. Ginkgo leaf. Isn't that cool? Love it. Put this ginkgo leaf somewhere. I think right here would be good. Here's another clue for you. It's coming up soon. This is only 62 cents. Hobby Lobby clearances out all their craft, the whole store, starting in like the end of January, beginning of February, which is soon. So be paying attention, and you can get a lot of your stamps and paints, and so you guys will see a lot of times when I'm working, you'll see these red tags everywhere, because I always, that's when I buy the main bulk of my art supplies, is when they clearance their stuff. Sometimes I'll stamp over stamps, like I'm stamping this ginkgo over this, which I think, how cool that looks. I love it. Okay. Ooh, okay, I love these. All three of these. These are also a part of Patty Tolly Parish. How fabulous that is. And I'll try to make sure I leave her, love that. I'll try to make sure I leave her a link to Patty Tolly Parish in my description. And I'm using a dark brown, because the dark brown, or any type of brown, will just really put itself in the background. Because I want this to be part of the background, right? So I'm not going to do like red or yellow. I'm doing a brown because that just meshes in and becomes part of the background. I should put it on both sides. Cool. And then I have this one, which is really neat. Okay, and then I'll do this one's my last one. Isn't that cool? I love these because everything looks so ethnic, so tribal. I love it. I love it. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, so let me put this up. Oh, let me show you something else really quickly. I have these popsicle sticks. Now, a lot of times people will write on popsicle sticks, so they say first do this technique, then do this technique. I don't do that. I write down, because I have so many techniques that I love to use, so I write down techniques on my popsicle sticks, and I don't do them in the order that I pick them up. It's just that just remind me of things. Like I want to make marks, so we're going to be making marks next. Drips, we're going to be doing some drips. More mark making with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tally marks. Coffee stains, we're going to be doing some of those. Creative writing or creative script, we'll be doing some of that maybe. Script stamp, we won't do a script stamp, which is this, because we already did all these other stamps. Ethnic symbols, we're going to be doing some of those. Asian writing, we might be doing some of that. We might be doing some messy writing, and then this is some more mark making right here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is mark making. We're going to do tally marks and ethnic symbols. Let's do those right now. Let me pause you guys and get set up just a second. Okay, so I pulled out a bunch of pens that are in all these colors: gold, bronzes, a brown, and then black, and then some more gold. Okay, so I got paint pens, marker pens, all of that. A lot of times I like to use, let me see if I have it. Yeah, I have it right here. I like to use these, but I'm not going to do it because it takes time for it to dry. But I like to use my Asian brush when I'm doing like, especially my intuitive writing. In fact, I may do it and then we'll just dry it. And I like to use this ink here. Okay. And I always used to have a little jar full of ink. I'm not sure where it's at. I'm just getting back into my mixed media, so some of my things, because I've been doing junk drawing so much, I'm like, where the heck is that at? Anyway, let's do some tally marks, because that's on my little thing here. And we will use, what for my tally marks? We're going to use this. It's a calligraphy pen on this side, on both sides, but we're going to use this one. And we're just going to do some tally marks. Now, a lot of this stuff you're not going to be able to, see. And this is just making marks. Okay, and I used to like to do it in 3, 4, or 5 different places. Okay. Also, some other symbols, quick, easy symbols. Let's start with those first. I have a, I take like the little plastic sheets and I've written out a bunch of simple marks, okay? They're like my little cheat sheet. So if you want to have this cheat sheet, let me see if I can move this over. Yeah. If you want to have this cheat sheet, then screenshot it. Am I still in frame? There we go. All right, we're going to use this brown pen still. Let's do some X's. Just really simple X's. And I do like three like little clusters of those. See those right there? And let's use a different color pen. Let's use my metallic gold. And I get this, oh, this is rose color. And I get this from Dollar Tree. So these are little crosses. And I do them in like 4 or 5 different places. Okay. Now let's use this dark brown, and let's do some X's. Okay, also let's do some crosses with the same pen. Not crosses, arrows. See those right there? So we'll do some arrows. Okay. All right. Let's do some hashtag signs. That's those right there. And we will use something else, whatever. I love this little Asian pen. It's kind of I get this from Daiso. I get this from Daiso, and I get these from Daiso. This one. I loved it for my intuitive writing. And then also that. Okay, what did I say? Hashtags. We're going to use the black for the hashtag. And we'll do 3 hashtags together. Okay. Did I already do plus signs? Yeah. Okay, so those are just really, really simple little signs. Another thing. Okay, now my intuitive writing, actually, because, you know, we've been here for a while and I still got some other things to do. I'm not going to use this with the ink, okay, just for the sake of things drying. I'm going to do my intuitive writing, my intuitive script. I'm going to do it right here. And what I do is I take regular letters and then distort them, and that's how I do my intuitive writing. And I'll show it to you in just a second. Okay, so there's my intuitive writing right there. See how it's like my own little language? So that was an A and I distorted it. That's a backwards C. That's an F and I turned it backwards and threw lines in it. That's an E. I turned it backwards and threw lines in it. That's an X right there. And so these are just all, that's how I do it. And then I just extort them, and that's how I do my intuitive writing. So we did that there. So we did some, and then let's do some ethnic symbols. And I'm going to use this. So what I have is more cheat sheets of ethnic symbols. Okay. And they're Native and African symbols. A lot of times Africans and Native people share the same symbols. That's my favorite one right there. Isn't that cool? Which means, what does this mean? Serendipity. More Native signs. Okay, some more Native. So you can screenshot these, and you can also just go on Google and put in Native signs and African signs and get these pages, and then put them in your own little plastic sleeve so you have these cheat sheets when it comes to making marks. All these are marks to me. Okay. I want to do this one here, serendipity somewhere. Where do I want? I always put that in my artwork somewhere because I love it. Okay, so I put that serendipity sign right there, and let's put it up here too. I want to put, you know, let's take it and put it in brown or gold or something. We'll do it in brown. Okay. What other signs do we want to do? I love this one right here. Let's do that one. Let's use this brown again. All right, where can I put it at? Put it right here. And we're not going to make that many more symbols because I've done so much stamping that we're probably going to be good. Okay, so I put that sign right there. See? What other signs do I want to do? Oh, let's do this one. And if I know what they mean, then I have the meanings right next to them. Some of them I don't know what they mean. But I still love them and I still use them. Okay, we're going to put that one right over here. This one might mean rain. I could be dead wrong, but that one might mean rain. Oh, I like this one. I like what it means. Support, that one. Let's put that one somewhere. Perfect. See, so I put it right there. And they seem small, and it is small, but it's just these little, and sometimes they're not little. Like this one means African Queen. See, sometimes they're not little. All right, let me just see if there's not a couple of other ones we can do that aren't too... Okay, I'm going to do this one right here. And I could do some other ones that are a little bit more intense. Just because we're making the video, I'm sticking with ones that are a little more simple. Okay, so I just did that one right here. Okay. And you know what? Let's do this as the last mark, as a last mark for this. I want to do this right here. That, it's like a little bird. And we'll put that bird right here. It's not a super simple one, but we can do it quick enough. And I mean, I'm not trying to rush things, but at the same time, I need to not be, you know, going forever in this video. Okay. There we go. That looks good. And I did that little bird. I think that represents a bird right there. Oh, that's a cool little symbol. Real quick and easy. Let's just put that in a couple places. In fact, let me use my this gold glittery pen for that. That doesn't really show up too good. Let's try using this one. Oh, I like that. Let's do it somewhere else. And let's do it one more place. We'll do it right here. There we go. And it doesn't it's just right here. It's a super simple, quick, easy one. I think this one means rain. Right here, I believe. Let's put that in. Because I know rain to the natives was always so important to water like their crops and everything. So I know that's a really super important symbol, so. There we go. Super simple. Put it right there. Okay. And then what else do I have over here? Coffee stains. All right, let me show you guys. Do I want to do coffee stains? Nah, I think we're good. I have other things. Let's see the things I used from my little sticks that I made here. What did I use? Let's just see what techniques I used. I didn't use messy writing. I love messy writing, but I did use tally marks. I did use my I didn't use my script stamp, but I used stamps. I did mark making. I did I do tally marks? Yeah, I did tally marks. I didn't do drips yet. We're probably going to do some drips. I used my stamps, intuitive writing, and I didn't do coffee stains. Okay. But just make yourself, like, every time you learn technique, have a little jar of techniques. And then that way, when it comes to doing stuff like this, you don't have to think of different techniques that you want to use in your art. You can make yourself little cheat sheets so that you don't have to every time think of, okay, I want to make some marks. What marks can I make? You can just have them at the ready. Another thing I use as marks, and I didn't do it on here, is algebraic equations. And I printed those out. And I usually like to put, you know, I want to put some algebraic equations because I usually love doing that. So let's do that real quick. I'm going to use this pen. Let's do some algebraic equations. Just a couple. Right up here will be good. 9x divided by 90 over x to the second. I saw this, and it was the background was a chalkboard, and it had all of these algebraic equations on a chalkboard, and then had a painting done over that. And I just thought, oh, that's a great background. 6 over 4n divided by 4m to the fourth over, what does that say? Doesn't matter. Let's do it over 9. All right, let's do it one more place, and we'll do it down here. 2 over 4v minus 24 divided by y minus 2 over 4v to the second divided by 24. Okay, so I just did those little, like, ones there. There was another one right there, and I did another one right there. Okay, and that's another way to make marks. So I showed you so many ways to make marks, and there's so many other ways to make marks. But these cheat sheets are everything, and I keep them right above me so that I always have these ready to go. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, and then we'll be ending this, we'll be right at an hour and a half, like I said, is I want to make this look like an old wall, okay? And we also have to go around here to blend this in, okay? So we'll do both. In fact, let's do that right now. We're going to use, we can use either one of these. I have this color. This is an ink. And it's like a rust color. And then this is a dark brown. And we can use a mixture of both. And then we're going to get some paint out and scrape paint. And that's going to give us that old wall look that I'm always talking about. Look how cool this looks. Look where we started and look where we're at now. Very cool. What a way to get back into things. To get back into my mixed media. Make an hour-and-a-half video. Bam. I guess there's no better way sometimes than just to get into it, right? This is just inks. And the reason I want to use inks, you can even use watercolor, is because then you can still see through the background. Because I just want to fill, see how I can just fill this in like this? So we just want to fill. And then this just starts blending everything together. And I'm going to add a little bit of brown into this too. That's why I'm not completely... And you can be sort of messy about it. Okay. Right, I'm also going to use this brown here also. Let me show you how this looks. And see, this is why you want to put like some script down or a stamp down or both. I did book pages and I did some scripting. So see, that fills in. That fills in there so it looks like the background. Like, you know, the background is in between those feathers. And everything blends together. See? Told you I'll bring it all together. And it's so quick and easy. Not hard at all. I know some of you guys were like, how is she going to do that? And I'm going to, when I put my design into my feathers, I'm going to leave these stamps in the feathers. I think that's going to add to it. And you know what really brings my picture together for me is when I can do the hair. When I can put these, see, I just put the strands in, But I can't wait to put these strands in. See what this, when I put these in, that makes the biggest difference. And we won't be doing that in this video. I'll probably do that off camera. But I'll come back on and show it to you, or you'll see this whole thing finished up in a video when I show it. And every day I usually show progress on my painting, so you'll see the hair strands and how I finish this up in my in a shorts video. I like to try to share my process for the day in the shorts video. So then you get a little bit of a little preview of the studio on a daily basis, if you like. Some people are like, girl, I do not care what you're doing in your studio. Okay. Okay, so now everything's been blended together, see? So now that's all a part of the whole painting. See? I love it. Okay, so now the next thing that we want to do is you want this to look like an old wall, right? So this is the old wall technique that I like to do. Hopefully that inks out of that. Yeah. Okay. Let me get another baby wipe and wipe my hands off. And I'm going to pause you guys. I'm going to set up. I'll be right back and we'll do the old wall technique. It takes minutes, not even minutes, a minute or two. And then we'll be finishing up this background. So let me pause you guys. Okay, I got my paints out. I think I'm going to use this brown. This is a burnt umber by Master's Touch thick body acrylic. And what I love about this burnt umber, it's transparent. It's really cool. And then Master's Touch, again, you get these at Hobby Lobby. Look at this, $9.99. I got it for $2.49 on clearance. This one is $5.99. I usually get them, if I don't get them on clearance, I get them for like when they're half price. So this is like $3. Okay, this is a red ochre. And then I love this. This is called Warm Grape. I call it a putty color. Okay, so first I'm going to start out. And you don't want to do, you can go too far. So you don't want to do too much. And I'm going to use an old card, okay? And you can look at this all you want because I don't even have this account no more. So, and you just want to just scrape it here and there. And this is what gives you that old wall look, okay? And you don't want to cover up everything. And that's where you can go wrong. If you want that look like this is the peeled back paint, okay? What I like about this color though is its transparency. It's kind of cool. In fact, I want to look at getting more of these Master's Touch heavy body acrylics with that say transparent on them because I really like the transparency. I like putting these on the jelly plate too. So you just do it like this, okay? And you don't want to get, like I said, you don't want to get too crazy because you don't want to cover up everything. But when you do it with the card, it gives you that, that chipped paint look. Okay, where it's just a little bit here and there. It's not too heavy. Okay, so then what I like to do is in those same exact areas, scrape over my next color, which is going to be a little bit of this. This is the red ochre. I could even stop right there. I think that looks even really cool, don't you think? Okay, let's go with some red ochre. Okay, and I kind of like to just go in the same areas and just touch in those same areas with the color. And the reason I go back within the same area and just kind of just add to that is because then that helps you control that you're not getting too much everywhere. You just choose those areas. Now, if you, like happened right here, I got way too much. So you can take your baby wipe and wipe it off like that. And that's another technique, wiping up some of it with the baby wipe. Then it smears it, and that's a whole nother look, which looks really cool. Okay, so I just did a baby wipe, and I took that off of there because it was getting too heavy. And then it smears, and I love that too. Okay. Is smearing with the baby wipe, is that a technique? It is today. Okay, and then I'm going to take this color, one of my favorite colors. They call it warm gray. I call it putty. I love it on the jelly plate, which I cannot wait. Next week, the Christmas gift to myself is doing a bunch of jelly plating. Okay. Obsessed with the jelly plate. Okay. And this is our third color. And then we'll be done. I like to usually try to do 3 colors. 3 colors that are very natural looking, like this, that go together, that create just nature. You know, I need to put some more of this brown. Right there. There we go. That looks good. I love it. All right, so before I go, let me just get this, all this up. Get a baby wipe out. Wipe this up and wipe my hands off. And then I'll bring this down a little closer so you guys can see it. Yeah, I would never show that credit card if that was active still. I don't even have that. Proud to say I paid off my QVC and I don't even have that card anymore. Okay. So check it out. This is the background right here. Doesn't that look cool? I love it. So the next thing is going to be, yeah, I absolutely love this background. The next thing is going to be it's going to be me finishing everything up. So I'll be doing the feathers. I'll be putting in, finishing up all the feathers to look like those, similar. I'll be putting in all the little hair strands, these little feathery strands in between. What else am I going to be doing? Oh, the hair. See how beautiful the hair is? I'm going to do the hair similar to that and finish it up. So, and then I'll put this on a shorts video and you can see the final product of how this looks. Also, then I like to make prints of my work. I blow this up to a 34, what is it? 24 by 36 poster size. Yeah, I'll be blowing it up to that. I'll be making prints out of this, 11 by 14 prints, which is this 11 by 14 piece of watercolor paper. And then I also make like 8.5 by 11s, and I make journals out of those. So, and I'm going to be making some cards out of my work too. So that is it for now. Oh, I'm looking in the monitor. I'm really loving that. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope you enjoy me getting back into my mixed media and also back into all my painting and drawing of my natives, which I absolutely love. And I love uplifting them and celebrating the natives. And also we'll be celebrating the, oh, I just lost it. the God, what are they? Seminoles. The native Seminoles and black Seminoles. We'll be doing some of those too. So I'm excited about that. Okay, you guys, that is it for this one. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, leave them below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. And if you want some of those jelly prints that you saw, I have them as printables. Every 5 pages is $2. You can go to my Etsy shop, which is in my the description box below. All right, you guys, that's it for this one. Talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.